All right, guys, welcome to the masterclass. Super excited to have you guys here. I'm going to do a screen share in a second. I'm really just grateful for you guys taking some time out of your day and joining me. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to unmute yourself and interrupt. I tend to go kind of fast. It's just my Philadelphia. That's where I came from. I talk fast and things like that. So feel free to either just pop in the chat box, hey, I have a question, or unmute yourself and say, hey, Mandy, I have a question. I'm going to really be committed to giving you guys value today. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. So there's a few people popping on now. I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone as they pop on, so there's minimal background noise, and then feel free to keep your camera on or off, but I am going to do some screen shares. There are some people on who have maybe seen some of my screen stuff before, but if not, that's and then there's some that haven't. So and then there's going to be a recording, so if you want the recording, just shoot me an email, mandy@kissketo.com, and I can send that over if you need that as well. So going to go ahead and screen share now. The last time I did this, it was hilarious. Somebody was writing all over the screen and I thought it was being hacked. So I'm going to go and disable that right now. If you can just let me know that y'all can see this screen okay. I can't go into presentation mode because it actually prevents me from seeing all of your beautiful faces. So if you can see that, just give me a thumbs up. And that I can actually see you. So perfect. You're the only one that has your screen on. So it's good to put a face to a name now as well. All right, guys. So the top 3 secrets for losing weight on the ketogenic diet without having to count macros and excessive gym time. Somebody has their hand raised. Nope. Okay. So who is this for? This is for somebody who has a strong desire to transform their body and their minds, because I actually use a whole foundational principle on the ketogenic lifestyle by doing a KISS keto method, which is keeping it super simple as a lifestyle. So if you want to, I teach more about food and transforming your mindset and what your mindset is about, and then we'll go into that in a second. In this masterclass, you are going to establish your why. Why are you doing keto in the first place? You're going to learn what a clean keto food is, and you're going to understand why macro counting is a waste of time. And you're also going to learn why 20 or 30 minutes of walking is actually more important than a crazy workout. Is everybody with me so far? Give me a nod, yes, and say hello in the chat box as well. Perfect. Okay, so my promise to you by the end of this, I'm going to get your overwhelm a little bit under control. I'm going to give you some confidence on how to do keto correctly. And I'm going to give you guys the ability to trust yourself and the food choices that you're making. And you're actually going to want to get your movement in, because your mind's going to be blown that you don't need to be in the gym all the time. And it's not going to impact your normal schedule. And if you implement these tips today, you're going to start seeing results sooner than later. So you guys took your time out today, and if you stay to the end, I am going to give you my 10 keto commandments, the little pocket image, and I'm going to give you the 22, which is actually 23 reasons why you're not losing weight on keto, and I'm going to invite you to my challenge. Okay. So does this sound like you? Raise your hand, say yes in the comments, unmute yourself and say hell yeah, or whatever. Do you spend hours down this Google rabbit hole trying to figure out how the F to do this keto thing, and you're super overwhelmed? You don't even know where to start, or you don't even know if you're doing this correctly because you can't get a clear, consistent answer on one simple question. Does that sound like you? Yeah, I see some head nods going down here. Awesome. Susie, I see you smiling. Yeah, so that's you. I feel like that's a lot of the people that I work with. So how about what if you make these keto meals, and that's all great and all, and you're really sticking to it, but then you kind of are just bored with it. This one cheat turns into 7 cheats, and then it turns into a whole bunch of cheats, and then you've completely unleashed the carb monster. Does that sound like anyone? Sounds like me, because I do that sometimes too. So what about you're following this keto diet perfectly during the week, and then the weekend comes and you're stressed out, you want to Netflix and chill, and Netflix and chill doesn't really sound like chill without popcorn. Does that sound like y'all? Awesome. Okay, so what about you have this really expensive gym membership and you don't go because you don't really have the time, or you have no idea even what to do in there, and those overwhelming machines are like, and you're afraid someone's going to stare at you? Does that sound like you guys? Yep, I hear ya. No problem. Okay, does this sound like you? You pack your lunch every single morning and you wonder if it's really worth it because those pizza and donuts at work look really, really good, and you're sitting at your desk all alone trying to behave? Yeah, I see some head nods over there. What about if you're working your ass off trying to count all your macros and carbs and just something's not right because you're not losing weight and you just wish that you had somebody to ask? Sounds like you guys? Yep. Okay, you know you're serious about your health goals, you know that keto works for other people, and you know that there's an easier way to lose weight. Does that sound like you guys? I hear ya. Okay, are you scared of doing yet another lifestyle change because you're afraid that you're going to fail yet again and you're going to disappoint yourself and your family? Yep, I hear you guys. I do. Awesome. Okay, so you don't really know about the secrets that I'm going to teach you. So after you apply these secrets, you're going to actually spend time doing things that you love because you're kickstarting your keto journey and you got the basics down. You're going to actually happily give up carbs because you aren't craving them, because nothing's getting in your way, because this is a lifestyle now. You actually stick to your keto diet on the weekends because you don't need to Netflix and chill, because this is more than a diet plan. This is your way of life, and you're doing it with your purpose. And you're going to actually enjoy your healthy lunch because your coworkers are going to be saying how amazing you look, and you're not going to want to be eating pizza and cookies and stuff like that because they're going to be coming to you asking for advice because they're sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. So there's only 3 simple things that you need to know when you're doing the keto diet. If you focus on these 3 simple secrets, you will end your overwhelm and you're going to start seeing results quickly. Who am I to be telling you this? Well, I have 15 years of diet and research and implementation the wrong way. I'm a Primal Foundations and keto nutrition expert. I'm a certified keto reboot coach. I own a community of 8,000 people, and I've helped over 1,000 people in the last year achieve their health goals. Hold on one second. I'm just going to get the mute on here. All right. So how did I learn all this? Well, I used to struggle with some serious health challenges. I never thought that they would go away until I actually found and started implementing my own way of the ketogenic lifestyle, and I finally started seeing results. For 15 years, I was doing all of these crazy things. I was implementing crazy, weird diets. I was doing dangerous fasts. I was spending thousands of dollars on things that weren't working, and I was trying to just heal my body. In the midst of all that, I was binge eating on bad foods because I was sick of doing good foods. And then it was just this whole cycle of over and over again, binge eating, non-binge eating. I just couldn't get my mind together on what a good, clean food was, how to do this, how it affects my body, and why things were the way they were. I Googled and Googled and Googled, and I looked up to all these experts, and it was so overwhelming, and I couldn't get an answer to a single thing. Once I finally got called out by my dad, and he just said, "You look like crap." And I was like, "Yeah, thank you. I know." But once he gave me the confidence to say that I needed to start listening to myself, I actually started fueling my body the correct way. I threw out all of the crazy supplements that didn't work, detached myself from trying to buy supplements, and I really just decided to get back to basics, understand what a clean keto food is, start studying that, how these affect your insulin levels. And that's when things changed. So because I did all of this the wrong way, I really developed 3 things that you need to focus on so you can end your overwhelm and keep going. So I'm going to tell them to you now. So you ready to take some notes? Give me some thumbs up if you're ready. All right, cool. Okay, so secret number one is to, once you establish your why, everything else is going to be easy. I think sometimes we get really into, okay, I'm doing the keto diet because we see Kim Kardashian and LeBron James and Tom Brady doing this keto diet, and they're having such success. And sometimes when we're in groups, we're like, well, this girl did this, and this girl did this, and then this girl did this, and we're really excited to start, but we have no idea why we're really doing it. And we have to be selfish. We have to really understand why we're doing what we're doing. This way of eating is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, repair your body, prevent disease, and help you live a long, happy life. So why are you doing this? It's because you are likely like, okay, I'm Googling the keto diet. You've seen the results from other people, but let's be selfish for you for a second. But why are you doing what you're doing? But dig deeper than a weight loss goal. Is it because you want to run around with your kids? Do you want to feel confident? Do you want to set an example for your family? Do you want to help heal yourself or prevent disease? These are really tangible things that you can think of and anchor yourself into them when things get hard. When you anchor in your why, you're going to have an unshakable belief in yourself. You're going to have an unshakable belief in what you're doing. You're going to have to hold on to something when food choices get hard. And you're going to have something to say to someone when they're questioning your lifestyle. How many of you guys have been at work or out in public and people are like, okay, but why aren't you getting fries? Well, because I actually want to run around with my kids in the next few weeks, and I'm just going to feel like crap if I chose that choice. That will shut them up real quick. Do y'all agree? Cool. Okay. So let's recap this. This is not a diet. This is a lifestyle, and you really need to anchor into why do you want to change your life. Secret number 2, master the clean keto food list. I know y'all hear me say this a lot, but if you haven't, everyone understands that no one likes math, so stop counting. They don't count macros in nature. You don't see the caveman being like, okay, today I ate 5 pieces of duck and blah, blah, blah. No, you don't see that in nature. Most people don't even know what a keto food is, like an avocado. Everybody sometimes texts me and they're like, hey, Mandy, is this keto? Well, if you're asking that question, then you ain't ready for math, okay? Counting's very stressful. The apps aren't always accurate. And if you stick with the clean keto foods and create a perfect keto plate, which I'll go into in a second, your macros will be balanced and your calories will be low enough to create a deficit. Are you guys understanding what a calorie deficit is? So when you're eating and consuming energy, which is food, clean keto foods, it causes energy in your body. If you're putting more energy in than you are expending, then you're not going to lose weight. But when you're eating clean keto foods, all of that's low energy. It doesn't take a lot of energy to burn that. So when you're eating clean keto foods and staying away from the chemicals and the sugar-frees and the Atkins bars and sticking to things that are very easily burnable in your body, you're going to create that deficit and you're going to start seeing results. Plus, ain't nobody got time for math, okay? So what are clean keto foods? When you master the clean keto plate, now these are percentages, these are not macro percentages. This is what your plate looks like, and I'll show you in a few seconds. 50% veggies, 40% protein, and 10% healthy fat. So what are kind of veggies that you can eat? Avoid all starchy vegetables. So you're not going to want to eat sweet potatoes or bananas or those kind of things. You're going to want to choose organic produce when possible, and your best bet is to stick with green or leafy veggies. Meat, I love organic and I love hormone-free and cage-free, but do your best to get that. But like if it's something that you can't afford, it's better than having clean keto meat that's not 100% antibiotic free or whatever. That's okay. Just do your best. Fatty cuts of meat are great. I love pork ribs. Those are like my favorite thing. I can eat like the fat right off the bone. And then your healthy fats, you're going to want to stick to organic grass-fed fats again, and healthy oils are encouraged. but you want to stay away from the corn, the soybean, the sunflower, canola, safflower oil. All of those are rich in omega-6s, and they're inflammatory, which actually prevents fat loss. Everybody with me so far? Okie doke. All right, so here are some things that I actually eat. So here's something that I eat for breakfast. I do a keto cream coffee. I do a mushroom omelet sometimes, cooked in butter, topped with feta cheese a little bit, and a side of guacamole with a few berries. So for lunch, I do arugula salad. Oh my God, guys, I always post about this. Arugula salad, olive oil with a little lemon on top. Healthy oils are great. You can keep the salad really simple. You can top it with chicken. I do a side of avocado to get that extra fat in. I really just do 2 berries and a couple blackberries. And then for dinner, I'll do grass-fed ribeye because it's super fatty. Broccoli cooked in ghee or butter, top it with a tiny bit of cheese, and then avocado sliced. So no math, please. My plates are perfectly balanced with proteins, fats, and veggies. They look alive, right? Like, look how, like, awake and alive they look. They look nutritious, right? They taste delicious, but they're very simple. I prepare nothing over 20 or 30 minutes or less because I don't have time to stand over a stove. And I also eat when I'm hungry, and I stop when I'm full, and I only eat like 1 or 2 times a day. If you guys are doing keto correctly, it's going to suppress your hunger hormone, so you're not going to be hungry. A lot of people are like, well, should I be eating more? And you don't have to. So ain't nobody got time for math, so stop counting. Is everyone with me so far? Cool, 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 cool. Anybody? All right, awesome. Okay, secret number 3. You actually only need 15 or 30 minutes of movement in order to lose weight. Remember we talked about that calorie deficit? So if you're eating clean keto foods, which are low in calories, and you're moving your body 15 to 30 minutes a day by keeping neat, you are going to actually create that calorie deficit, and you're going to see some fat loss. So excessive exercise is not necessary. You can actually have an adverse effects by working out. So how many have you guys like think that you need to be at the gym for like 45 minutes, right? No. An hour? No. 2 hours, 3 hours? No. When you chronically exercise, you actually increase cortisol, and 90%, I think Andrew's on here, but like all of everybody that's on here right now is actually female. So we have more hormones to deal with. And when your body knows no different and it increases your cortisol, you're going to be in that state of fight or flight, and your body doesn't know whether or not you're being chased by a bear and something bad's happened to you, or if you're on the treadmill. So if you're constantly in a state of stress and you're a female and you're increasing all of that cortisol, it's actually going to prevent you from losing weight because it holds onto your fat stores trying to protect you. So you don't need to spend hours at the gym. All you have to do is be neat. Okay, so what does being neat mean? It means non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is a neat exercise. You're going to participate in this neat activity for 15 or 30 minutes a day. What does that mean? You're going to park very far away from the entrance of the store. You're going to go for a very long walk, or you're going to start taking the stairs. These are neat exercises because they're minimal stress on your body. It centers your mind. It keeps you it de-stresses you, and it's a low impact on your mind and body, and it's better for you than high impact because of that chronic stress syndrome. And it creates a calorie deficit, which is how you burn your fat in the first place. So shift 3, neat exercise is better than excessive exercise. Is everybody with me so far? All right, guys. Awesome, awesome. So today I promise that I'm gonna end your overwhelm with how to do keto correctly. Do we feel like we've gotten a little bit less like overwhelmed because it's super simple now? Awesome. Do you feel like you're gonna be able to trust your food choices a little bit more now by keeping it simple?
Yes.
Awesome. Cool, cool. Are you feeling like you're actually gonna want to move your body because it's not gonna affect your normal schedule and you don't have to go to the gym all the time? Awesome. So if you implement these steps, you're going to start seeing results. So here's what you need to win. The 3 secrets for success, as a recap, you're going to want to know your why. Make this a lifestyle and not a diet. Number 2, you're not going to need to count anything. Just master the clean keto food list. And number 3, get out of the gym. You don't need to spend all day there. Just be neat. All right. I'm not sure who's. Okay. So during our time together, do you feel like we have covered time well spent? Has it been time well spent? Awesome. Okay. So I can't cover everything on this 1-hour webinar. Hey, Annette, do you want to talk? Do you need something?
No.
Okay, perfect. So I know we haven't been an hour. I need to edit that, but we've been on here. I would love to provide you a whole bunch of, I hope I provided you guys a whole ton of value. So I just wanted to note this as well. So after doing this for 15 years, I actually have learned to put my end goal before anything else, stick to the basics, get into the habit of doing this stuff every single day, and surrounding myself with like-minded people. I discovered all of this the hard way, and now I'm teaching everyone to take the easy way. So the hard way is trying to do this alone, and no one could give me a straight answer on anything that I wanted to know. I never knew if I was doing things right. I was completely isolated because I didn't want to be around people who ate carbs all day. And I wasted thousands of dollars on shit that did not work for my body. And I wasted so much time not getting results that I actually would be a lot better if I would have learned the easy way quicker. The easy way is by locking arms with an expert who supports you along the way. Surround yourself with people who are on the same journey as you. You stick to the basics and cut out the noise. And be held accountable for developing your own lifestyle the way that works for you. And the way I'm teaching the easy way is by doing a 21-day challenge. So this is an online group program where I want to teach you to lose the weight, go from keto confused to keto crushing it in 21 days. You're going to finally say goodbye to those extra weight. You're going to stop having information overload. You're going to do this keto diet correctly and have a lifestyle for the rest of your life. Hey, sorry. So this is about transitioning from researching and dabbling to successfully doing this and trusting yourself. So I'm putting this on. It's starting tomorrow. You're going to get 3 weeks of 5-day meal plans. You're also going to get shopping guides. Sorry guys. Rochelle's going to teach you a video tutorial on how to put together all of these meal plans. I'm going to actually jump on once a week and teach you guys things that you need to know to execute this diet and lifestyle correctly. You're going to participate in the 60-hour reboot if you want. That's totally optional. You're going to get a welcome evaluation. Joe, you're going to get a welcome evaluation to see where you're at now and where you're going to be headed. So you can see the substantial changes. We're going to evaluate where you are, where you're in the middle, we're going to evaluate, and then at the end, we're going to see where we need to, give you a little bit more information and help you keto crush it at the end. Like I said, we're going to do some live Q&As. I'm going to help answer any of your questions. I'm actually going to personally reach out to you to make sure that you're staying on track to reach your goals for that week. And you're welcome to message me unlimited for the whole 21 days. So if you're driving by Chipotle and you're feeling a little weak, you can text me and say, hey, what do I do instead? Or, hey, I want to go into Chipotle. What can I order? So I'm going to basically be your accountability buddy. And you're also going to get a private Facebook group with everybody in there. So you don't have to do this alone. So all of this is going to be a total value of $1,200. But you're not going to pay that much. So here's my girl, Diane. She actually texted me 2 days ago and she said, this is the dress I wore that I've not been able to use or wear for over a year. That's crazy. I was so shocked that she sent that to me. I was very honored that she sent that to me. Here's my friend, Sherry. She said she went from overwhelmed to confused, from a keto follower to an actual keto doer. Charla learned a ton in 21 days. She loved everyone in it. So again, what you guys are gonna get, you're gonna get 3 weeks of meal plans. You're gonna get a weekly video meal tutorial. You're gonna get a welcome evaluation. You're gonna get a weekly live Q&A session with me, and then I'm gonna give you guys some lessons on that Q&A. You're gonna get a weekly personal check-in. You're gonna get an unlimited private message support, so you can message me as well, private Facebook group, and then you get to do the keto reboot as well. Here's some more testimonies. Linda, she lost 10 pounds in 21 days. She loved everybody in the group, and the accountability and support was amazing for her. Tara, she was MIA for a little while. She did the keto 21-day challenge before. She lost 15 pounds, and then she just came back about 2 days ago wanting to join the challenge again. And so far, since she did the challenge before and then went back on her own with her only lifestyle, and now she wants to do it again, she's lost a total of 43 pounds. So if all this challenge did was give you clarity on what keto foods are, I removed your overwhelm and gave you your free time back, and you were able to be around supporting and loving people just like you and have that accountability and support along the way so you can do this confidently, you can see why it would be $1,200, right? I'm actually offering this for $147 to the general public, but because you guys stayed on here for this entire time, I'm going to get you started today for only $84. You're going to get $84 for the 21-day challenge, and it's going to be super incredible. I make sure that everybody gets started on their keto journey the right way. They stop being overwhelmed and confused, and they really start doing the keto lifestyle correctly. I'm also guaranteeing within 7 days, if you sign up today and you work through the group for the next 7 days, you don't like your welcome evaluation, you don't like the content that's happening, you don't like the meal plans, whatever it is that you don't like, just send me an email, Mandy@KissKeto, and I will refund your money. I'm not in the business of taking money without giving results. So if you really, this is why I'm guaranteeing that. So you have really 2 choices. The first option is you can go take all of this stuff that you learned and don't do anything with it. You're probably going to get the same results that you've been getting over and over and over again, or you can invest this small investment now and make a substantial change in your health and wellness and pretty much be guaranteed to be set up for success in your keto lifestyle. So just as a reminder, you're going to get 3 weeks of 5-day meal plans. The reason why we do 5 days is because chances are you're going to have leftovers, and chances are you're probably going to go out to eat once a week. We usually do that. Normally people do anyway. You're going to get a video tutorial sent to you each week on how to put those meal plans together. And you're also going to get weekly tutorials from me as well. You're going to get a welcome evaluation. You're going to get a live Q&A with me. You're going to get the unlimited private message support. You're going to get the private Facebook group with everybody who's doing this with you. And you're going to be able to participate in that keto reboot if you would like. That's extra support and really resets your metabolism right away. So does anybody have any questions or anything? I'm going to, if you guys want to write this down, you can go to www.kissketo.equid.com to make your purchase. There's 10 of you on right now. I keep this really, really small. The reason why I keep this challenge small to 50 to 75 people is because I want to make sure that I ensure everybody is achieving their goals. So I only have 10 spots left. There might be 8. I actually haven't checked since I left. But I just wanted to make that known as well. So if you guys are really serious about getting started and really want to kickstart your keto challenge and being held accountable and learning how to do this keto lifestyle every single day for the next 21 days, I would definitely jump on that as soon as possible. So I'm going to pop in the chat box www.kissketo.equid.com. That is where you can go to grab your challenge spot. If anybody has any questions, feel free to unmute yourself. I am totally here to answer any questions, make you feel more comfortable for investing, and get clarity on anything as well. Please don't be shy. I swear I'm super nice and I don't bite. Does anyone have any questions? All right, guys. Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you guys spending the last half hour with me. If you have any questions at all and you feel like you need to ask me something privately, here's my email. I'm posting it in the chat box as well. And it's mandy@kissketo.com, or you can send me a personal message on Facebook. I'd be happy to answer any questions there as well. So thank you again so very much for joining me. I will talk to you guys soon. And if you need anything, feel free to reach out. All right. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining. Bye.